So next is the ring distributor. Okay, so kapag ring distributor, so yung ating circuit is closed. So assume natin, kasi ito yung ating feeding point. Okay, there meron tayong isang closed circuit. Okay, so yan yung ating ring distributor. So at every point, so meron tayong mga loads. Ayan. So yan yung concept ni ring distributor. So mapapansin natin, yung kanyang pinang-advantage is mas reliable siya compared do sa ped at one end tsaka both ends. Also mas flexible. Kasi in case na magkaroon tayo ng fault at any section, assume natin dito sa part na to, mapapansin natin dito sa kabilang side is pwede pa din natin siya supplyan. Di ba? So para mangyayari, yung section lang yung ma-isolate. So the other part of the distributor is still in operation. Okay? So yeah, so mas flexible siya. So yung maging calculation natin sa ring distributor, so kasi kapag ito puputulin natin, di ba? Itong bilog, so parang magiging pahaba na siya yung kanyang orientation. Okay, so dito magkakaroon tayo ng load. Okay? Ang kailangan lang natin alamin, ano yung magiging feeding point natin. So, for the sake of calculation, assume natin na parehas at both ends, magkakaroon tayo ng voltage. So, kung may initial value tayo ng voltage, let's say 250 volts dito, okay? So, 250 volts, kung hahatiin natin, for the sake again of calculation, yung magiging voltage natin at both ends is parehas 250. So, para mangyayari, so parang distributor, fed at both ends siya with equal voltages. Okay, so ganun yung magiging calculation natin dito. So, yan. So, try natin sagutan tong isang problem. Okay, so in a direct current ring mains, voltage of 400 volts is maintained at A. At B, 500 meters from A load of 150 amperes is taken. And at C, 300 meters from B, a load of 200 amperes is taken. So tatlo lang yung ating point. Okay, so let's say point A. So basta closed circuit siya, di naman siya literal na bilog. Okay, so point A. So nandito daw yung ating feeding point. So 400 volts. Okay, so papuntang point B. So 500 meters from point A. So yung load down natin is 150 amperes. Okay? Then point B papuntang point C is so 300 meters from B. Okay, so yung ating load daw dito is 200 amperes. Then from C papuntang A, so the distance between A and C is 700 meters. Yan. So the resistance of each conductor of the mains is 0.03 ohm per 1,000 meters. So resistance natin is 0.03 ohms per 1,000 meters. Okay, so find the voltage at point B and C and also find the current in the section PC. So ayan yung ating given na values. Okay, so drawing na din natin yung ring distributor. Okay, so kung i-compare agad natin sa distributor fed at both ends with equal voltages, di ba? So mangyayari, zero yung magiging total voltage drop natin. Okay, so we have 0 is equals to, so yung ating drop dito sa section AB, so we have BAB plus yung drop natin kay section BC, so BBC, then plus dito naman kay CA, so BCA. Okay? So, ayan yung ating equation. So, next is kunin naman natin yung magiging current. So, from A to B, so assume natin yung current natin dito is IAB. Okay? So, we have IAB. So we have IAB. So from B to C naman, so yung current natin is IBC. Pero dito may load tayo, so i-minus natin yan para makompute natin si IBC. So ibig sabihin, IBC natin is equals to, so kahit naman kung KCL dito, wala namang problema. So kapag nag-KCL, pumasok sa AB, lumabas si 150 saka si BC. Okay, kaya IBC equals to IAB, ma-minus natin kay 150 amperes. Okay, so we have IAB minus 150. Also, dito naman kay ICA, is equals to, so IAB, idagdag na lang natin yung isang load. So, minus 150, so minus na din natin to 200. Okay, so minus 200. Okay, so kung medyo nalilito, mag-KCL kayo dito, same pa din naman yung magiging equation natin. Okay, so lahat ng current at each section, okay, ating inequate sa isang variable lang, which is IAB. Okay, para yan ang ating unang makukuha dito sa ating computation. Okay, so from this, we have 0 equals to voltage at section AB. So yung voltage natin dito sa section AB is simply IAB multiplied by RAB. Okay? So, say ko muna dito, IAB, RAB. So, plus IBC, RBC, then ICA, RCA. Okay na tayo sa mga currents. Ang problema na lang natin is yung resistance. So, kunin muna natin ang resistance sa section AC. So, we have 0.03. So, divided by 1,000. Ano yung length ng ating section AB? So, we have 500. Okay? Then, for RC, sorry, AB pala daw. Okay, then next, BC. So, same pa din, 0.03. So, divided by 1,000. Multiply by 300. Then, for RCA, so we have, so 0.03 over 1,000. So, multiply by 700. Okay? So, from this, pwede na natin ilagay dito yan. Okay, so we have 0 is equals to, so IAB multiply by RAB. So, RAB natin ito, so ilan yan? Sige, atin lang i-calculate. So, 0.03 over 1,000. So, multiply by 500. So, we have 0.015. 0.015. Okay, so plus IBC. Again, IBC natin in terms of IAB. So, we have IAB minus 150. Okay, so multiply by RBC. So, we have, so multiply natin ng 300. So, we have 0.009. 0.009. Yan. Then, ICA, so IAB minus, ba't 200 lang pala to? Okay, so sorry. So, 150, itong isa, then ito 200. So, pagpa-plus lang natin. Okay? So, dapat 350. Minus 350. So, multiply by, so RCA natin. So, 700 naman yung isa. So, we have 0.021. Ayan. So, from this is an unknown variable natin which is IAB. So, IAB natin will be equal to, so pwedeng shift solve. So, try natin. So, 0. So, 0.015x. So, plus So, alpha x minus 150. So, multiply by 0.009. So, plus alpha x minus 350. Multiply by 0.021. Okay, so shift solve. So, 193.33 amperes. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, so meron tayong value dito. So, 193.333. Ibig sabihin, yung ating IBC is 43.333. Then, yung ating IECA, so we have, so minus 350. So, negative 156.6667. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin lang negative sign. So, ibig sabihin, baliktad yung ating direction. Okay? Yung current natin pala is manggagaling sa A papuntang C. So, kapag lalagay natin, so dapat IAC equals to, so 156.6667 amperes. Okay? So, dapat papunta dito yung direction niya. Okay? So, yan. So, ang kailangan daw natin is voltage at point B and C. Okay? So, first, kunin muna natin yung voltage at point B. Okay, so by KVL lang. So, yung voltage natin sa section AB is equals to voltage sa point A minus voltage sa point B. Okay? So, yan. So, from this, pwede natin makompute yung voltage sa point B. So, BA minus BAB. Okay, so substitute. So, yung ating BA, so given naman na 400. So, minus BAB. So, BAB is RAB multiplied by IAB. So, 193.333. So, multiply by the resistance. Okay, so ilan nga ba yun? RAB natin is 0.015. So, BB is equals to, so 400 minus, so 193.333, so multiply by 0.015. Okay, so we have, sorry, each conductor pa lang pala yung kanina, hindi pa natin na-times sa 2. So, sige. Dito naman sa pag-compute ng current, wala namang problema. Kasi, mapapactor out lang yung 2. Okay? Kasi dapat ito lahat ng ating term is nakamultiply by 2. So, pinactor out natin yon, then 0 divide 2, so 0 lang din. Diba? So, mangyayari kasi, dito magkakaroon ng difference sa pag-compute natin ng BB. Kaya ito, i-multiply pa natin ng 2. Okay, sorry. Kulang. Ayan. Multiply by 2. Yeah, so we have 394.2. Okay, kaya mahalaga yung malaman natin kung each conductor ba yung ating resistance o hindi. So dito, each conductor. So ayan. So dito dapat i-multiply natin yung resistance by 2. Okay? So next, so compute naman natin yung point C. So ang voltage natin at point C. So ito naman is point B minus yung voltage drop across section BC. Okay? So yung BB, so we have 394, kako-compute lang natin, minus BBC. Okay? So IBC natin is 43. So, multiply na lang natin by RBC. Again, multiply by 2 yan. So RBC natin is 0.009. So multiply natin 2. Kaya dito, yung BC natin will be equal to, so 394.2 minus, so 43.333. So multiply by 0.009 multiply by 2. So we have 393.42. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay, so yung ating voltage at point B and voltage natin at point C. So kapag pinatanong ano yung current natin at section BC, so IBC lang yon, which is 43.33 amperes. Okay?